It's nice to have as elongated a spine as possible when meditating, and it's nice to deeply relax. So if you drift off kind of during this meditation, don't worry about it. This is a journey, and when journeys really happen, we sometimes go into a zone of very slow brain waves where our imagination is very open and it can feel dreamlike. So that is different than a practice where we're concentrating our attention. Very different. Okay. All right, let's just get started and begin by welcoming yourself into this practice today, welcoming your body, your breath. So what's it like? Do you close your eyes to go inside? Feel into the feet, the hands, the seat. Perhaps your attention shifts to your back body or another place in your body, and just notice where your attention goes. And take some really relaxing breaths, just allowing your breath to be a messenger of loving attention in your body, of kindness and support. And you don't have to do any special kind of breathing, just notice what feels good right now. Noticing the way you inhale and noticing the way you exhale. You may want to try making your exhale a little longer. And you may want to follow your breath as it goes into your body, following it like a journey through your body, and then following your breath as you exhale. And at the end of your next exhale, see if there's just a little more that wants to release, to let go. Sometimes there's a second exhale there. Sometimes there's a second inhale there. And noticing as you're breathing, noticing the weight and texture of your body. Is there a kind of quality that you can notice? Is there an energetic quality, like a felt experience? It can sometimes be very easy to notice and sometimes not so much, and that's okay. We're going to allow ourselves this beautiful freedom of being just as we are as we notice our body, notice our energy, our breath. And if you'd like to put a hand on your heart or a hand on your belly or both, just connecting with your body, connecting with your seat, and sending a beautiful cord of light down into Mother Earth. And this cord of light connects to your whole center channel of your body. So you might feel it in your heart going down through your body, right in front of your spine, down through your sits bones, like a beautiful light. It may have a color, it may be a white light. And just imagine that at the center of the earth, there is Earth's light, and Earth's light can slowly flow up into you as you slowly flow down to meet Earth. And in this way, you and Earth are exchanging energy, and Earth is here to support, to allow you to know that you belong, that you are stable and present. And it's okay to be multiple things at the same time while we meditate. So just noticing the part of you that's becoming steadier, more centered, that feels flow, connection. And if thoughts show up, they're allowed. The mind will think, the heart will beat, the body might move or yawn or have other sensations, just like the emotions. And all of that can go on as we meditate. So now we're going to move into the guided meditation. And I just invite you to open your imagination, to open your sense of play, creativity, and imagining that you're somewhere with a beautiful tree. You choose where, you choose the tree. And take your time. It might be in a garden, a forest, a park, a yard. Imagining a tree that perhaps you know, or maybe this is a tree that your imagination gives you. And this tree invites you to sit underneath it or by it. Perhaps, perhaps there's a bench. Perhaps you've brought a blanket. Perhaps you sit on the dirt or grass or stones and lean against the tree. Or perhaps you'd rather sit and face the tree. Whatever you want, just imagining and letting your sense of imagination be a feeling, letting it come to you in words or messages through listening. Let it come through visuals or smells or touch or a knowingness in your body. There's all these different ways that we can imagine. And as you sit with your tree, notice the earth around the tree. You might imagine putting your hand on the earth or the grass or the textures, smelling that smell of the tree, of the earth, of the air, and noticing the sun or the wind. Perhaps there's a light rain or a cool breeze, snow. And you are deciding, you are imagining. If you wish, you can put a hand on the tree or speak to the tree. And while you imagine, while you communicate with your tree, you're also in your body, in your energy system, allowing your breath to be present, smooth, welcoming. And as you nurture yourself from the inside with your breath, your acceptance, you're also opening up to your special tree, your wisdom tree. Imagine perhaps putting your hand on the tree's bark and connecting there with the tree. The tree has its own energy, its own way. The energy can feel like the tree's breathing. And the tree feels your energy as you feel your tree's energy. And just noticing what it's like in your body to feel so close to a tree, your special wisdom tree. Some might imagine they are this tree and start to feel that energy in our own system. And some might want to feel this visiting with their tree, this friendship, this alignment through witnessing each other. So we will all go on this journey in our own way, in our own rhythm, with our own senses. Take in for a moment the colors that surround you in your journey. And you can imagine this through thoughts. You can imagine this through sensations, like what is the color of sunshine or of clouds? How does that feel? You can imagine the colors, the shapes, the textures. Are there green leaves, flowers, fruit? Does the bark have a certain color and pattern? Are there branches? Is your tree very tall? Is it wide? Is it young? Is it old? So as you make the tree, you also feel the tree. You sense the tree in your own way. This can be a very quiet way, an inner knowing. This can be a way that comes to you like a story with words. This can be through images or smells or touch. And noticing the qualities of your tree now, the rootedness, the strength, the timeless quality of the tree, the wisdom quality. If you wish, let that wisdom, that strength, that presence, that grounded connection with earth, let that be felt in your legs, in your feet, in your hips, in your hands. So in your own body, you feel that perseverance, that connection with earth, that solidness and that growth of the tree, your tree. And if you have a question to bring to your tree, see what it's like to offer that question. See what it's like to receive wisdom from your tree. It could be that you wish to give your tree a blessing, or you wish to receive a blessing from your tree. And you might imagine your hands slowly going up to feel the tree and share energy and blessings, or receive wisdom, communications. You might imagine putting your head gently on the tree and connecting with your forehead to the tree. However you imagine this is just perfect. And it might be that you hear a little more as you do so. You start to listen to the sounds that surround the tree. Are there birds? Is there wind in the leaves? Is there quiet? And just noticing what comes to you. If you were to give a kind of music to this tree, what music would it be? If you were to add a color or a climate to the tree, what would you bring? Would you bring starlight? Would you bring a sunny day? Or a beautiful, moist, foggy day like near the beach? Or a crisp, clear, cloudless day in the mountains? What would you bring to your tree? And just allowing the sense of that weather to be with you so that you can feel it around you, and notice if it feels good for you as well. If it doesn't, you can always change it, and you can add any color of the rainbow to your imagining. And you can also move your hands. I like to imagine I'm touching the tree right in front of me. If you have a request for your tree, ask your tree's support in supporting you. It might sound like a prayer or a request that comes as, could you help me, or allow this, support this. And it might be very simple: support my inner peace, support my knowing, my intuition, my clarity, my presence. Whatever feels the most true for you. And as you feel into this statement that you make, let yourself feel that support as an energy, as something without the normal way we receive information through words or thoughts. Instead, we can receive through an embodied feeling, a sense of our own inner rhythms, our own ways we sense energy, texture, form, shape. And take some nice full breaths. Whatever the words are that are coming with your request to receive, to be supported by your tree, just notice how they can, the energy of those words, make them simple: peace, groundedness, strength, clarity. Whatever the words are, feel them now as an energy in your body. Bring an awareness to your whole energy system. Your tree is supporting you. Your journey is guiding you. And also, you are part of this. You are feeling this yourself. So, just noticing what it's like to fill your whole being with these empowering, supportive words, the energy of them. And if there's anything that needs to be relaxed, unwinded, you can let yourself breathe and gently twist if that helps you. Can be a very gentle movement, just the head moving side to side or the hands gently moving. It can be through your exhale that you unwind and release, making more room for your own presence. And when you feel complete in any releasing, see what it's like just to take up a little more space. And imagining your tree can also, if you wish, get a little bigger. Notice what that's like for you and for your tree, whether the tree is in front of you, in a space in your imagination, or you feel that you are the tree. Just see what it's like to take up a little more room, to spread roots a little deeper, further, wider, to allow the branches to grow and bloom and blossom and spread, soak in the sunshine. And just like the tree, we're going to imagine sunshine above us and the energy of sunshine just washing over our face, the crown of our head, our hair, like a shower of sunshine. And just letting that sunshine any color you wish. The sunshine can be gold or whitish or pinkish or bluish, whatever you wish. Letting that sunshine spread all over this majesty of your energy body that has taken up more space. So grounded, so supportive that it can flow and that you can invite this sunshine through you, around you, in any color or form that feels supportive and healing. And just let yourself move a little as the sunshine goes through your heart, your arms, your throat and face, your back body, letting that sunshine go through the middle of your body, all your internal organs at a cellular level, enjoying that light, that essence of nourishing, loving sunshine. And through your belly and your hips, your lower back, breathing and connecting as you invite the sunshine in. Take some nice deep breaths, focusing on your stomach area and your lower back and hips. And then inviting that sunshine down your legs, the front of your legs, your knees, your shins, the back of your legs, the back of your knees, your calves, your heels, the soles of your feet, your toes, the top of your feet. Just feeling that sunshine. And at the same time, imagining the light of the center of the earth coming up through the soles of your feet as your sunshine pours down. The light from the center of the earth flows up into your body. And it might move into all the way into your heart, making a smile there. It might move all the way into your face, bringing a smile. And just notice now what it's like to sit with this. Your tree here with you, and just being, allowing, witnessing, with no doing. As you breathe and allow, everything is welcome. Any thought can come and go. Any sensation can show up and fade away. And there's an ever present sense of the you that is the most true, the most present, that witnesses all the comings and goings of imagining and thought and feeling and body sensations. And this true you is always here, just sometimes the busier parts of ourselves might block us from noticing this truth, just like the cloud goes in front of the sun with no thought of blocking the sun, it just happens. And so when we glow brightly, when we bring ourselves into this allowing, we release any of those blocks or clouds that prevent us from just being in this true state. It's okay if thoughts and feelings arise because they're allowed to come and go. And we can just be here in our own presence, in our own luminosity. And taking a moment now to thank the tree that journeyed with you today, that brought you its strength and kindness and presence. Feeling your gratitude for your own self, your imagination, and for this tree, the energy of this tree. And take a moment to thank your body. Sorry, I had a little cough. Thank your body, your breath, your beautiful mind and heart and energy. And just like the wind goes through the leaves of the tree and nourishes the whole landscape, you can send your thoughts, your blessings, your kindness, your love, your peace out in all directions to go anywhere and everywhere in the world, spreading your vibration of peace, of love, of kindness, of presence, of clarity. And just imagining that energy. It might have a form that you imagine, it might be you sense it through a sound or a movement. Just imagine it moving through time and space into parts of your own life and also connecting and informing others' energy, others' thoughts, others' feelings as your beautiful, loving vibration spreads and grows and journeys like the wind. And if it helps you to move your hands as you do this, move your hands like you're just allowing that loving wind to flow and move. And here you are, centered, present, strong like the tree, as the wind can move and flow and share and spread. And then coming back to your own self, your own body, sensing your feet, your legs, taking a deep breath in, filling your belly and chest, and even your throat with breath, and then slowly, fully exhaling. Let's do 2 more breaths like that. We're coming home. We're coming into this moment as we breathe. And as though this is a new you, because in a sense, this is a new you. Say hello to yourself. Ask yourself how you're doing. Notice if your heart has a message for you. And when you're ready, open your eyes and let yourself cross your hands at your heart. Just really holding yourself. There might be a gentle movement you can do, like a real gentle rocking back and forth. And then cross your hands in the other direction. And let yourself cover your eyes a sec with your hands, cupping your hands over your eyes and just soaking in the loving vibration of your hands on your face. And touching your fingertips to the part of your hair, the center of your head, your scalp, and doing a little massage and then a gentle pulling down. Just allowing anything that needs to release. And you might want to just, I don't know what we call this one, just letting one hand glide over the arm and just release. And then like to do some flicks of the fingers. I used to have a girlfriend that called this casting a spell, but now with so many people really practicing that, I don't want to call it that because it means something different for many people. Okay, how are you? Let's share a little. If you don't mind writing in the chat anything at all about your tree. What kind of tree? Did you receive a message or a vision around it? Good to see you here, Linda. Redwood tree, said Joyce. Beautiful. Wow, redwood trees are so majestic. I'm about to go to where we live. We do have beautiful trees, but we don't have forests really. I'm in San Diego. And so Mark and I, for our 30th anniversary this weekend, are going to go to the mountains to Idlewild, which is full, not of redwoods, but huge trees. So I'm very excited. And I thought of those trees during that journey. Now, if any of you are leading meditations at this time to help people ground, center, find inner peace, I find the tree meditation, as long as it's in not a symbol that triggers a person at all, can be very supportive. And in moments in the day when we do become triggered, stressed in some way, just remembering to ground our energy like the tree, to send our roots down, to feel that stoicism, that presence, that quality. Trees bend with the wind, right? But they stay planted. And it's a kind of alertness to a tree. A ginkgo tree, so magical. Tree from my family home, a cedar tree, beautiful. A huge tree in Mexico from your neighborhood, wow. A Douglas fir. Isn't it interesting how we all seem to have some memories of trees from childhood or from some point? And in a lot of shamanic traditions, one will be guided to go on a journey by going to a tree and climbing up the tree. That's how I was taught. You imagine going up to the top of the tree and then from the top of the tree going on your journey. So that's one way. So I have a kind of funny story about that. In our neighborhood where I used to live a few years ago in Carlsbad, we had a really tall, unusual tree because it had been trimmed for whatever 30 years. And so it was just like very, very tall, tall, tall trunk. And then it was green at the top, even though it was some kind of evergreen tree. And I always journeyed on that tree because it seemed like the perfect launching off place. And I was doing a lot of that kind of journeying at the time. And then one day I'm on my neighborhood walk and the tree is gone. And I was just like, wow, my neighbors, for whatever reason, they decided to cut down the tree. I don't know, maybe it was ill. I don't know what was going on. However, that tree is forever with me. It doesn't really matter that it's no longer in physical space that I can go to it. It's here with me. And I think I'm sharing this. I never know exactly why I share personal things, but I think the reason is that we can all have that, whether it's a tree from our childhood in another country or it's a tree that's no longer in your life, it's still with you. And of course, the same goes for people and animals. Okay. Anyone have a share or a question or a thought? Amanda, hi. Let me unmute you.
Thank you so much for today. It's been a while.
Absolutely. I don't see you, Amanda. Linnea, maybe you can highlight Amanda for us or both of us because I
I,
lost the visual there, but talk anyways, Amanda.
okay. It's been a while since I've been to a meditation and talked, but today was so nice. I've been feeling the need to connect more to nature lately, and when we're doing some of the coaching work and things like that, we're in our heads a lot, and especially me, my thoughts are a lot like out in space and going on journeys and thinking and analyzing and dreaming and just all this stuff all the time. But it today was so nice because I imagine, you know, I didn't necessarily know what kind of tree it was. I just know what it looks like. And I could actually, when I walked up, when you said to put the hand on me, I can feel the bark on my hand. I can feel what it feels like. And when you mentioned the shamanic journey, I thought, okay, I'm going to sit at the roots. And I had almost like a lounge chair, the roots right here. I got my beverage here sitting on it like a cup holder. And I thought, I'm going to go on a journey. So I came up to the tree and I said, quiet the knowledge I don't need and share with me what I need. And the tree was like, how trees are, they have like every single leaf and every single branch is a different thought or a pattern of knowledge that you can have. And sometimes when those are not needed, they let them go, is what I kept thinking of. And I just, when you mentioned the sun, I just felt the phytoplasma building, and it was just really
But
nice.
what a beautiful teaching you received, Amanda. That is incredible. The that each has its own information and they let go what they no longer need.
Yeah, they're so
Wow.
smart,
Yeah.
trees, aren't it? They're so smart.
They
Like,
are so smart. Yeah.
overthinking and all these different things, and then it just the wind kind of blew through, and it just let go of some of the leaves that it didn't need, which are different paths of knowledge that just cloud, our understanding of things. But anyway, I just loved it. Thank you so much. I love
Thank you. Good to see you again.
you too.
And Joan, hi Joan. And I saw that beautiful picture you painting you held up there.
I was testing to see if it would fit into the. Magali, there are no words to describe the synchronicity of your meditations and how they touch my life and how they connect with my life. When I had my significant birthday in December, I promised myself I was going to paint. This was going to be my focus in this new decade, finally. And then something has come up, which is taken away from that. But I belong to a plein air group, and we have to get out 5 times or we're kicked out. And so I had to get out 5 times. So I got out. And then we had our sale and show this past weekend. And if it has to be work from this year. So I had to finish these paintings. So I had 3 all-nighters over the last 2 weeks to complete them.
Wow.
And then some of the paintings, like, in fact, I had to run out to the car to get them because
Please,
they were still on
please
the
show
car.
us the painting again. Hold it
This
up.
was the
Wow.
tree that was with me because it's one that I just painted. It was a beautiful old willow sitting on the top of a hill, which is an unusual place for a willow tree. And the experiences, the messages were just unbelievable. I know we're all energy. I know we're all connected, and I've been really enjoying this connection with nature. But through that meditation, Magali, it just brought it more to life than ever. And I called this Rooted History. But now I'm going to change it to Rooted History and Wisdom, because the things that came out of that tree. The other thing that happened while I was meditating with you was you talked about luminosity, and I wasn't really happy with this picture. It didn't capture what I really wanted. And it's because the sun was just bathing that hill in the background, the field in the background, but also the side of the trunk, and I didn't get it. And I rushed on my leaves, and they're not there. So I haven't finished this painting. And because of your meditation, I know what was missing now, and I can carry on with it. And then this was another one of the, that
Well,
I did.
can I ask you a favor? Okay, show us the next one first.
This one is one. This is a location we'd repeated when we were there before. I did this in watercolor, and when we went back, I just love this tree, so I did it in oil. And I called this Life Goes On because of the branches of the new coming out of it. And I was so glad it didn't sell because I love it. And
I love it
after
too.
today,
Joan,
after
here's my question. Would you send
Yes.
me a photo of your trees that can I add them to the front of can I make that the image for this meditation if you will allow me?
You certainly may, and I'd be happy to. It just my technology skills aren't the best, but I do have photos of them, so I can send you the photos.
Perfect.
And,
I would
and
love
this, as I
that.
say, it isn't. Well, when I look at it, there is some sunshine in the leaves, but it's not. I know I need to touch it up a bit, especially with the sun on the side of the trunk. But
Well,
this
I
one-
understand you're an artist, so you see things your way and feel them your
Yeah.
way, but I love it the way it is.
But
So
I when you were asking us to choose a tree, there were so many that I wanted to, and then when we started, this just popped right in, and there were so many.
you know,
messages I thought.
you might sell a piece of art here. You know, we say not to sell to each other, but we'll make an exception. If anyone wants to buy one of Joan's works of art, please send her a message right now. Okay.
Oh wow.
I love them.
I'm inundated with other things that I'm on the doing right now, but the painting just had to be done, and I
I'm
couldn't
so
believe how
glad.
it
And
fit in.
I would love sometime, Joan, to just chat together on Zoom and have a cup of tea and like look at all the art you do, and just because we know each other only through this meditation group. Many people here are students, but Joan and I have connected just here with meditation. It's been so beautiful, and I feel
Well, I
like
haven't forgotten your request to put some of my paint, to give you some, but I haven't had time to do that. But
I
would be
know.
happy to
Well,
share
if you
these too
can
with you.
send me those photos.
I will.
And there's one
I
more
will.
share I want to get, but anything else you want to share, Joan, before?
No, that was it. That was it. Thank
Or
you
was
for
it?
letting me
Okay.
share.
All right. Be
Thank you
well.
for the
I'm so
blessing.
glad you're painting. Yes. And meditating. Okay. And iPhone 3, I don't know who it is, but I've asked you to unmute. There we go.
Hello.
Hi.
Oh, is it? Yes.
Yes, it's
Hi.
you. Hello.
Hi, it's Joy. Yes, I mentioned in my in the chat, it was very calming and very much in tune with what I've been asking myself for the past month or so. I'm really trying to understand, how can I experience a deep
A deep connection state.
Yeah, I'm sorry, there's emotions.
Oh, that's okay. That's a
I
good
think it's
sign. Yeah. Yeah.
a deep connection with my intuition. So when you help us visualize this tree, wisdom tree, or the tree of wisdom, it came to me that is this a place where I can ground myself and connect with that part of me that will always give me answers and protect me.
Yes, that is so perfect, and that is so, to me, it feels so true that when we have, it might come in different shapes and forms to different people, but when we have a symbol, a metaphor like a tree, it's also kind of an energy that we are connecting to, like a guide. And the way you're speaking about it, it feels very authentic, very, do you feel that kind of truth when you think of your connection with the tree?
Yes, I mean, I've had this beautiful golden ginkgo tree that's probably the only one that I've seen. I'm in Toronto, or in terms of it's probably over 100 years old. All the ginkgo trees I've seen, they're fairly new and planted differently where they don't grow as thick and really rich. And this was so special. It was in my neighborhood, and literally, I'd
Yeah.
go touch it, and especially in the fall, they become total like golden. Every single leaf is just perfect. They don't have any,
Yeah.
that's maybe as I'm describing.
Mhm.
It's a space where they don't have any predators or something, no insects. So they have just an incredible capacity to protect themselves.
Yeah.
So now that I'm talking to you, I realize it's exactly the place in me that I'm looking for to have that inner strength and power and to always stand in my truth in order to also, you mentioned the luminance, the radiate that light, be in the light. So yeah, this tree has a total resonance with me, especially in fall.
Yes.
It's incredible. I've taken many pictures of it, and I always go visit. Yeah, I
Oh,
moved a
share
little
a
bit
picture
away.
with me too, please.
Oh,
Send me a picture of that
I
tree.
will I
And
will
I
have
don't
to
know if
find
it
it. Yeah.
feels, I
Mhm.
don't know if it feels comfortable to you, but one could try it out to say to yourself, my intuition is this tree, and I can meet with it and be with it whenever I need to. And so just know that that is living in you. And so it just takes that intention and that focus. And just maybe if you wanted to try something daily for just 3 minutes, having a cup of tea or something and imagining that tree and see what arises that wants to be learned or shared or understood or felt. Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh,
Thank you.
thank you
I
for
appreciate.
sharing.
Thank
So
you.
your experience, I have to say, is it Joy? Is that your name? Joy?
Yes, yeah, yeah,
Joy.
yeah.
Joy, your experience is exactly kind of, if I had had a hope or an intention, it would have been that for this tree, this journey, to bring us more of that authentic knowing of what is within us, right? So maybe next time I offer this, I'll use some of your words, Joy, okay?
Please
Thank
do
you.
so.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank
Okay.
you.
And Tom, hi, how are you?
How's that? Am I on?
You're on. How are
Oh,
you?
good. I'm very well. I'm very well. Thank you so much. This was a wonderful meditation, and I just wanted to say that it was a very pleasant surprise for me when you started to realize that this was going to be a meditation with a tree. I didn't know coming into it. And, the meditation with a tree that we did back in energy coach
Whoops.
training was really powerful for me. And one of the things that came to me that persisted on through with this meditation was the concept of how all of our trees are connected underground through their roots and the network of fungi that connect everything down below the ground. And I got this really wonderful feeling some time ago when I was in the energy coach training, that my meditation with the tree was actually all the gifts I was giving to the tree, and all of the sharing was being shared through this root network with all the other trees.
Yeah.
And that every tree out there now kind of knows me and knows who I am. And when I sat down with my Douglas fir today, which is in Washington State, a lot further away from me here in Pennsylvania than I would be used to, I got the feeling that the Douglas fir already knew me because of this sharing I had done previously with the trees. And that was a really nice sense. It was kind of a sense that wherever I am in nature, whenever I'm with trees, the trees know me and I know them because of the work that we've done already, even though that was just with a particular tree in my backyard. Now it's a much broader network than that.
Oh, I love
So
that.
thank you.
Thank you
Yeah.
for sharing. Oh, and I don't know, I always feel a special. It's funny thinking back to the coach training you were in, and I think of the session we had, maybe the first time we worked together, and it was your house. And it was almost like I don't know, it's for whatever reason, I always love seeing your house behind you, because I always have that memory of that experience with you, of like like really hearing what the house needed and wisdom from the
Yeah.
house and that connection. So I
Yeah.
don't
My
know why
house
I
is
shared
a
that.
family member now. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Very cool. All right,
very
be well,
cool.
Tom.
Thank you. Yeah.
And absolutely. And Sherry, hi.
Hello.
How are you?
Well, glad I made it. I wasn't going to. I
I'm
said I
glad you
did my
made it
TM
too.
this morning and I wasn't going to be here. And I said, well, you know what? Let's go. And I'll tell you, I drifted in and out today, as I usually do through these meditations. But I was dealing with, first of all, I know I've either been a tree or will be a tree in some lifetime. And I go back to grade school dealing with that tree thing. I grew up in Brooklyn, so there weren't too many trees other than a book, you know.
Yeah.
but my tree was the most amazing tree. It was fall and it had all the different colors, but it had brown, green, and red pears as well as strawberries growing in this tree. And the some of the what are they called? The branches came up and actually carried me and sat me in the middle of this tree. And I was just surrounded by all this fruit and color, and it was absolutely magnificent. And then as it lowered me back down, it was like I just sat on the ground, hunched up against this beautiful, beautiful tree that maybe I'll find somewhere.
Maybe you are that. That is incredible. Wow. That is great. Well, maybe, sometimes people share their experience, and I just think it's now kind of, if it's okay with you, maybe I'll share that with someone else going on this journey in the future, that they have that possibility to have different kinds of fruit, different kinds of leaves for the tree to pick them up. Like, it's just so beautiful what your creative spirit and your guidance. Thank you for sharing that.
Thank you.
Yeah. And this is what I love so much about this meditation group, these people here, you guys, is that each of you, when you share, I feel this like gift that you're giving me and you're giving everyone else through sharing what happened in your intuition and your imagination and your creativity. It's just every time I'm so grateful for every one of you who practices together. I really feel that we make this together, and and for what you share. I want to go over the transcripts and just, remember all those pieces of wisdom that came through everyone today. So thank you so much, guys. I really needed this today. And I see some beautiful pictures on the chat. Wow. Wow, Susan, that gorgeous tree looking at the ocean. Yeah. All right. Well, everybody, and thank you, Moses, for the message. I'm very glad. And I will read all the messages later on. And I hope you guys have just a really, really the kind of day you need to have today, or the kind of evening, and that you take care, and that I'm going to be live streaming a past meditation. I don't know how I'm going to do it. I'm going to be emailing you a meditation for next week. We won't be together live because I'm going on that. It's next Monday in a week. It's our 30th anniversary. And so on the 30th, so we're going to take a little holiday to a place without, taking a little holiday. It may have good internet. It may not. I don't know. But I will be back with you in 2 weeks live. And also I'm adding a lot of meditations to my YouTube channel. It's a little baby channel. Haven't even hit 1,000 people yet. So I appreciate you commenting there, liking the meditations, sharing that, because I want to do more and more sharing of meditation on YouTube. So I really appreciate your support there, just by, doing whatever you want to do there. Okay, guys, be well, and we will meditate together again soon. Take care.